Don't get upset if something doesn't go right. You learn from mistakes. Son of a gun, and I have made more mistakes than everybody put together. Shake it off. Beat the devil out of it and go about your business. Over and over again, I say, we don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents. Son of a gun, and I have made more mistakes than everybody put together. Shake. Over and over again. Over and over.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Chance, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day at work and with your family. Walrus, how you doing? Twin, welcome back. I missed you too last week. Walrus, I'm looking at you. Hey, where am I right now? The microphone's right there? My cup? The chair? What's going on? Crit Finn, welcome. So, I wanted to mix things up. Yes, we're going to go camping and we're going to work on the camping kit that Sean donated to the channel. Absolutely. But before that, I wanted to mix it up. For everyone who's a Patreon supporter or just a follower on Patreon for free, I dropped a podcast update yesterday, updating everyone on the Dante's Peak adventure, as well as Curse of Amity Island, and where the heck the latest episodes are, and some cool festival things. So check that out after the stream. Man's lost in space and time. Alright, so I actually am not lost. I'm curious to see if this camera is connected, because I don't believe the camera is connected. You ready? You guys ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I don't know how bad the delay is. All I need to do is see one thumbs up in that chat, and we're going to switch on over. How's the music, by the way? You guys can hear it? I see that thumbs up. We got some old school footage right here. So here I am standing on the other side of the apartment where my computer sits when I stream, because all my hardware and computer stuff is all in this corner. D&D takes up most of my home, so I have to have it scattered and out of the way so Allie won't abandon me. If D&D swallowed any more of our home, you would probably leave me because it's too much.
Oh, there would be some major issues.
Go for it, painting. Hi, how's it going? Alright, so what we have here is my cutter, my Proxon. And so before we go camping, I want to cut up some bricks. I haven't been doing some cutting on camera in a long time, so I wanted to get some done before we start painting. We got a few scrap pieces that we can use to really get the bricks down. And let me show you what we're cutting so that way you have an expectation of what I'm working on. Voila! So this is what we're working on right here. It's a nice big circle platform on the side. I'm going to cut it into rock texture. And it's just a cool platform, circle, dungeon room, special room. I don't have anything intended specifically for it yet, but I'm really excited to use it soon. One of those dangerous foam cutters. Alright, so we're going to start with some scrap work. And basically everything is, the squares are 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, and then 1/2 centimeter thick. I gotta grab my ruler. Yeah, that'll do. It's a little off, but on this end, it's pretty much fine. So it's a little diagonal. The bricks are uneven, but that's okay. It's an old dungeon. Do I ever use something like that for the close, near, or far distance? Do you mean the ruler, or do you mean the platform? Alright, I'm going to start cutting. Let's see, we got... I need to plug it in. Oh man, guys, I'm so ready for this stream. I'm like a pro. It's me, guys! It's me! All I have to do is plug it. There we go. So what are we at? Around 2.5. There we go. The platform. Index card, RPG, and the others use those instead of measuring in feet. I don't, or at least I'm not doing that at the moment. Most of my players are familiar with the 5 foot to 1 inch rule. And so even if I was to change it, I want to make sure my players are familiar with it. So if we're playing D&D, I basically just measure your running distance with my fingers like this, or more accurate, thumb to pinky. Because my thumb to pinky is Is it 6 inches? Yeah, it's about 6 inches. 30 feet. So I pretty much just do that for movement. And ooh, this one get tight. I messed that brick up. We'll see if that still works. Diagonal. That's okay. These bricks are old. So I pretty much do that for D&D. It's just measure with my finger. Far, near, and close. I do that in the Alien RPG because that's kind of the system is built for that. If we were playing Shadow Dark, we would probably switch to that. Because Shadow Dark uses primarily far, close, and what's the middle one? Close, near, and distance, basically. Far, whatever. When we're using minis, it's kind of tough. What was that sound? So I don't think I've tried it enough with minis to have confidence in using it all the time. And so I just need to practice it, honestly. The more I think about the answer. Yeah, with the terrain and the obstacles. I mean, in the last battle that I had, it was very much, I want to move to this spot. And, I mean, my grass terrain doesn't have a grid on it. So players kind of just have to guesstimate on their own anyway. So I kind of think that doubles up as doing both. Sam Kent. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell everyone the reason why I wasn't able to stream last week. I had a gig. I was a cameraman for a reality TV show. So I was like, okay, no streaming, just working. Oh, some nice pieces. This might be too thin. Oh no, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I've tried it a couple times off camera. It's satisfying. I just have to make the commitment, I think. Oh no, I'm stuck. I think that's the big thing. It's just committing to it. I found my small ruler. Where's my bag? There we go. Oh, for the lack of grid, I would say so far in Dante's Peak we have not used a grid, but we still communicate in 1 inch equals 5 feet when we have to get in the nitty gritty. Stack it makes more sense. Yeah. I'm messing up my bricks. That's what's happening. I'm just remembering I downloaded the mountain stream so I can make a time lapse. I haven't made a time lapse because I'm too busy editing the last few episodes of Curse of Amity Island and the next episode of the Lore podcast, which I'm going super hardcore on the editing on that Lore podcast. First 2 episodes are super uncut, casual in comparison. Cutting bricks is super satisfying. Ow! I zapped myself. Now these bricks are going to be super tiny in comparison. I can already see it right here. I'll save this scrap for something else. Oh, the show I filmed for. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about it. We filmed the last episode of the season. It's been kind of scattered because it's just super low budget. Some of these pieces. And the show, I got hired by some friends who are in the producing space, and the main executive of the show, his name is Roy. The show's called Friends vs. Time. They're still trying to sell it to a network, but the whole point of shooting 6 episodes, basically a full season, is to have a sellable package to whatever network is going to possibly buy it. The premise of the show, again, this is just reality TV, is Roy passed away. He died for 11 minutes, and he wants to now do challenges and go on adventures with his best friends that he feels like he neglected for a long time, and really make as much out of the time that he has left and his second chance. So it's pretty heartfelt. Not a lot is staged compared to other reality shows, which is really nice. It has a very documentary feel to it, but it's also simple and cut down like reality TV. We shot on some big cinema cameras, the Sony FX6 and the FX9. I was basically the only FX6 running around because they wanted me to both be locked down as a third camera, but also be a run and gun vlog style shooter, but with a cinema camera. which that was an interesting experience, merging the two styles together. Yeah, some of the adventures and challenges they did were like jousting, joining a mariachi band on the streets, going to a homeless shelter and feeding the homeless. Which other ones do I remember? Learning taxidermy. And so how they're choosing their challenges is they're playing a game where each idea is worth an invisible number of points, and they have the winner of an idea, or whoever starts the first one, right, brings in an item, and that item has to inspire an idea, and everyone's idea is worth X amount of points, and they're hoping to beat each other with a good idea and a good challenge, a good adventure for the day. Yeah, one thing that like some of the networks were telling them were like a lot of shows that are being purchased and sold right now are like housewife shows and not a lot of leading men, dads, and friends kind of shows. So a lot of people are interested in it because it stands out. And we shot it really well, and it sounds good, it's edited well, it's colored, right? My friends who led the production put the money where it needed to go, and we're excited. The crew didn't really change that much throughout the year, and we kept on showing up for a week here, a week there, half a week here, right? And it really felt like a small family, constantly getting back together for a reunion and creating something that we kind of all care about. Cool, so that's those bricks. Let's try these ones. These scraps that I cut a little offset. They're not a perfect square, but they might be perfect for a lot of the edge work around the circle. I should turn it on. Brickmaster. Yeah, it wasn't just the pilot. I think I joined the production episode 3, and I started as the editor, and then having multiple editors on the project was too costly, so they funneled the money, but I became the cameraman because my friends knew that I was a really good camera guy. And because I started as the editor, the director often, who's a friend, often will come up to me and talk to me about story beats and how to connect stuff, since I am familiar in doing that with vlogs. So, that was fun. And then on the last day, on Wednesday, I pulled my back, which was shitty, but just a pinched nerve. And it was great. Yeah, so we did actual episodes. I think there's 6 episodes. And now they're editing. They have a rough edit on every episode. I did the first 2 passes on the jousting episode, which is jousting, taxidermy, and mariachi all in one. I have no idea how much they're going to change it, but I did the first couple passes. And I know for the first episode, they want to go back and do some like pickup sound bites to really help the first like 10 minutes of the show stand out and pop and communicate well, especially when you want to sell it to a network. I have very little insight into that world, but I suspect maintaining the crew has benefits for a show. It does. It's morale. If you're cycling through crew nonstop, imagine the equivalence being when you come to work every day and people are being fired, left go, people don't want to come back, and there's a new person at every desk every day. It starts to feel lonely and hard to keep up with people. But when it's the same people you're working with day in and day out, you look forward to seeing them again. Yeah, and they're hoping to do season 2 later this year. Not sure if it's possible or not. They really want to sell it first. And then they'll make changes to the show depending on the network, because, you know, the client is always right if they're paying for it. But yeah, it's a really sick opportunity. Great group of people. I met a lot of good friends that now want to play D&D. So now I gotta find time to bring them over here, play D&D with them. Because a lot of them are players on Baldur's Gate. Not a lot of them have experience with actual D&D. So these aren't perfect bricks in the sense that they're not perfect squares compared to the others. A little offset. But yeah, they'll help with the edging. I want to separate them in a bin. I want to grab a bowl. Oh no, they're going everywhere. Great. Beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to switch over to the table and we'll start painting camping equipment and quamping. We'll paint my quamping gear. And we'll work on the platform next time. All right. So it is 9:30. I've been doing this for a half hour. That's a good first half hour, guys. Cut some bricks. All right. Let's see if I can get this to work right. I might still have to move this camera because I only have one GoPro. Well, let's see what happens. Ta-da! Had to grab the right mic. There we go. Chat's up in front. I can see you guys. I can see you. You ever watch North of the Border? He tosses his bricks in a tin with some rocks and then around. You know, I don't have a tin. I've seen people do that, and I don't have a tin. So I just crush them one piece at a time. I really should get a bin. And some rocks. Sam, it's funny that you just said that. Because standing over there by the... Is my computer plugged in? Yeah, it is. Okay. Woo. Standing over there just cutting foam. Being off camera with a really nice mic right up here. I don't know. Podcast live stream. That sounds fun. That sounds relaxing. That sounds like less lights, less cameras. Feels super relaxing. Whenever I hear audio only as a production description, my shoulders like dropped in the amount of stress that leaves my body. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's one more thing. There you go. So yeah, this is Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures, the Adventurer's Campsite. Sean got the channel. There's a lot of small pieces in here. But overall, it's made to be just good campsite equipment. So we could have an encounter by a camp. And that's the thing, is like, because I play with minis, I often avoid certain encounters and kind of railroad situations to not happen because I don't have the minis to support the narrative, which kind of sucks. But it also kind of sucks that I do that in not just for the players, but because now I treat my brain like I need the minis. What are you gonna do? Okay. So what's under? Oh, it's just warped. There we go. I think the next couple episodes of Curse of Amity Island, all of you guys are going to really enjoy the fact that you won't need to watch it to enjoy it. It is, on an audio level, a really great podcast. But I want you to watch it on YouTube. While supporting on Patreon and liking the stream. How dare I put more effort into it so you can enjoy it in your own way. I'm just looking in a bucket of paint. There we go. Grab some metal, put it around this barrel. So we've entered the chill painting portion of the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. I didn't stream last week, so tell me, how have you all been? Go ahead and drop in the chat. You can, if you like. If you don't want to and you just want to lurk, feel free to lurk. So my goal right now is to add the metal rings. What are they called? The metal rings to the barrel. There we go. Really nice pop look. For a long time, I avoided tavern encounters. Even if the players really got into it and they were about to have a tavern encounter, I work really hard to avoid it because I don't have a tavern set. And as a DM on the spectrum, minis help. And for players, not just viewers and listeners, minis do help. You have a peel box? I have a tin you could use. I don't have a peel box yet. Just thinking about getting one for situations just like this. Me and my brother had some great luck in the last week with the channel. Congratulations. Our newest bad batch of armor episodes is doing pretty good. 7K views so far. Buddy, you're killing it. That's so good. I'm so happy for you. Sam Kent, his channel got 7K views. Yeah, your episodes are pretty bingeable, which is a good thing. I think the Fables will get more views the more adventures we release. Pretty confident with that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We got this big guy. This big wagon. The red stain came out really well. Digging it. Let's do some metal pass. Since we have it on the tray. Let's see if I can get you a little bit closer to the mini as well. This is where I want to hold my hand. So about here. How's that? With Amity, you crushed 10 episodes in a row while working on building terrain. Yeah. That's a big like thing Allie and I talked about recently. Is when we really sit down and look at the behavior of viewers. Some of the viewers love watching it weekly, but a lot of people just sit down and binge. So I'm going to try to lean into that moving forward, where a lot of episodes are released back to back, which means larger editing windows of time and downtime on the channel. That's okay. How's the terrain look? You build big terrain too, because you do wargaming. So that's a whole different ballpark. That's pretty freaking cool, Sam. Actually, that the pattern that goes across here, I'm not going to make silver. I think I'm going to make like yellow stained. I think that'll be really nice because the curtains are going to be red. Oh, great before and after by flipping it. No silver. A little bit of silver. I was AFK. No worries. What kind of paint do I use? Well, right now I am using, most of the time I use the Army Painter's War Paints. This is Shining Silver. And then for some prime colors in my crafting, I use Apple Barrel because it's super cheap for large volumes. Which one's the Mega Paint? Is the Mega Paint... Like, I have the spray paint. Do you use the spray paint? Is that the Mega? Or is the Mega the wash-like paint? There we go. Double check my position. There we go, yeah. Hipster Taco. Got that early stream, you know it. I got a lot to do today. I'm almost done with the next 2 episodes of Curse of Amity Island. super close. We're out of combat, so the sound design gets a lot easier. And I like the little metal corners that I'm adding. Feels nice. So I'm hoping to drop the next 2 episodes plus the uncut real soon. And then I think we have 1 more session and 2 more episodes after that, and the adventure is complete. I'll just paint the whole... The cat was waiting for you outside the bathroom? Yep, cats do that. I think I'm just going to paint the whole lantern silver and then dirty it up as I go. Hipster, what time do I normally stream when you've caught it? When you've caught the stream? Was it like a midday stream? Midday for me. Because I don't know your time zone.
I assume that everyone is ahead of us unless they live on the West Coast, because the West Coast is behind everyone.
Right? Do I plan on doing any advice house rule videos this month? Hey, Sneaky. No, not full videos. Super inside baseball talk, but everyone is talking about how YouTube is pushing shorts and long form videos that are bingeable for TV, which, hey, Curse of Amity Island, check it out. It's bingeable. Standalone videos are getting harder, and some of the other D&D creators who do D&D advice are talking about how they're actually seeing the hit on the YouTube analytics as well. So one thing that I'm experimenting with behind the scenes, once I have like a moment of fresh air, is my buddy Pat, who's been helping me with the what D&D class is this character community posts, is actually turning my D&D talking advice videos into shorts. Breaking down the advice into super simple bite-sized clips. And he already adapted the Stronghold video that I already released into a short based off the structure and stuff that we're working on together. So I just have to shoot that and edit it, and then we talk about how do we feel about this? Does it feel good? Does it look good? Does it flow right? Is the information? And kind of focus on that. Because we are, at times, especially as a smaller channel, have to bend to the wills of the platform and not what we just want to create, which really sucks. 7 p.m., but was a while ago. It's been a while since I've been able to catch one of these. That's right, Sneaky. It's been a while since I've been on. Let's see, where's my position? But at the end of the day, it's hard to just do advice videos. It's way easier to play D&D. So I'm just trying to also make playing the game a priority. And then the advice videos come as like an addition to that. That's my mindset at the moment. Because dang, editing, the D&D show, and then editing the lore podcast, and then having to edit the advice videos, It's a lot of work while also doing freelance work. It's a lot. So I'm just trying to balance myself out so that way I can give you guys the best content possible. Kobe! How goes it? Almost a year. Dude, you're a Gloomstalker and you're almost at 11 months. That 6-month die is about to pop off to a 12. Super exciting. How's it been? Stressful, but like overcoming that stress feels really good. Got a new client, so working with that feels good. Getting like used to that while editing Curse of Amity Island, while filming Dante's Peak. Some of my stress was that like some of my hard drives were acting up, so I had to move stuff around constantly and format drives. That was scary. Allie and I have been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's been fun. Very relaxing. Another example of bingeable videos. Alright, so we got a lot of silver going on the sides. Let's try to put some silver on the back. You know, I don't make a full living off of this, even though I put a living's worth of energy into it. So I just gotta balance it out. You know, that's why the Discord is a thing. So that way we can hang out when I'm not on stream or when there's a slow period on the uploads. We can hang out, chat, check in, stuff like that. Not stressing about it. As long as the videos and the stories and the adventures are good, that's what matters. I have the luxury to worry about that instead of other things. Do I want to... Yeah, I want to make all this yellow. Should it be silver? It should be yellow because the chains are silver. And that'll be a nice balancing of colors. But the little leaves right here, I'm just going to put some silver on. And then the yellow will go over that. And we'll see what silver pops out once I put yellow on it. Alright, let's jump to the front of the wagon. Same thing, put a little silver on that little decorative thing. There we go. Then, is there a place for silver? There's not much room for silver there. Okay. So is there room for... There's a lot of room for silver at the top. I think I can do a silver trim on the front and back. And then I can try to do the silver dots for all the nail rivets. That'll be fun. I do want to get... in the latest Patreon update podcast, which is available for all free followers. Because if you're generous enough just to follow on Patreon, that's a big deal. I talk about some film festivals that are accepting the actual play genre now. And I want to start submitting Curse of Amity Island and the one-shots that are about to come up, and even Dante's Peak, to film festivals as web series, actual plays, podcasts.
Can you tell her that I have to do work?
Oh my. Hi. How's it going?
She just ate.
Did you just eat?
She wants me on duty for colors.
Oh my.
Uh-oh, is Papa upsetting you?
Did I upset you?
Those pushback calls.
No. No. I can't touch you. I can't touch you. The pushback. I'm caught.
Okay, okay.
So I want to put some effort into that and really use that as a marketing tool that's off the platform, off the algorithm. I think that'd be fun to do film festivals with the D&D channel. Where was I? The cat ruined my train of thought. I can't think anymore. I've been distracted. Oh no!
She has accomplished her mission.
Ooh, that trim. Yeah, so I want to get the one shots edited and released so that they can be submitted as well. But I also really want them to be done so that way the channel has some really good, like 1 to 2 episode one shots to watch, which are way easier to digest. And if they're all part of the same world, that should be fun. Then after Dante's Peak, we gotta go straight into prepping for A Knight's Tale and Dracula, which are both going to be Shadow Dark, not Dungeons and Dragons.
You know the blanket that's on your right shoulder?
Yeah? Oh. If you guys didn't hear that, I had a blanket on my bike that's over in the corner. Allie took the blanket and put it on the windowsill for the cats. Yeah. I'll do my best to grow my channels so that when time comes, I can send a volley of tabletop lovers to Fables. Aw, Sam, you're too kind. Getting 2 channels started is hard, though. It is. D&D plays, film festivals sound interesting. Yeah, right? From what I read, they judge the first 10 minutes. They might watch the first 30 or the first 2 episodes, but they judge the first 10 minutes. By and large, that's kind of the golden rule because it's so much content. All right, so now we're about to do the rivets. So hang on to your butts. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's a form of marketing that's just off the algorithm, and it's like taps into my little filmmaker brain that I really want to pursue with the channel, especially with all the work I put into it. These rivets are crazy. Yeah, and I'll be able to, even for a good handful of them, even still be able to submit the Alien series, which was the big first series on the channel that got a lot of post-production love. Just costs money, and I just gotta wait till next season. So that means I get time to save up. It's looking pretty good. It's very subtle, but at the right angle it catches the light and looks really cool. And then I'm going to dirty up the roof after all the details are in to blend it all together. Messed up. And now there's silver everywhere. It's a happy accident that I gotta enjoy. Oh, that's actually a pretty easy way to do it. Why was I not doing it that way before? Nick with CC Minis sometimes uses a metallic silver marker. Ooh. That sounds like it would be way easier. Someday I'm gonna have to try that. But it will not be this day. When was the last time any of you guys watched Lord of the Rings extended cut? The rivets are coming along. Let's see if you guys can see that. I think a big thing that helps you, Sam, with your channel is one, you're doing an IP that everyone loves. It's it's a mixed community, but people generally love it. And then also, it's a very specific game, and then you go all out with the editing and the visuals, and you really make it approachable. So good job, buddy. You deserve the views and the success that clearly is going to come with that channel. Last year, me and my friends watched all 3 Lord of the Rings movies in a row, all in one day. That's a long day. Only me and my brother also did the extended honor the day before because we were insane. Yeah, that sounds insane. There we go. The rivets look really nice. They don't look perfect, but they look nice. Extended Hobbit. Why would you do that to yourself? I remember when The Hobbit started coming out on DVD, I had ripped it so that way I could practice some editing, and I edited down into a single movie. Then the file got deleted and lost, and I was like, well, I'm never going to invest that much into a project like this because that's heartbreaking. I'm really messing up the rivets up here. Yeah, what's really sad is how the platforms treat accounts and channels now is like there's no second chance, right? Like if you want to do something different than what you're already making, you gotta make a whole nother channel. If you want to change things up, you gotta make a whole new channel. It's really sad. So, you know, I'm dealing with constant changes on my channel versus starting new, which I suffer from because I don't want to make a new channel. Whereas you started off with this, beautiful. Great. Doing everything right. I'm just choosing to do everything weird. Alright, we got a lot of silver going on. There. Guys, I think this looks very pretty. It's getting ready to dirty it up. Cool. I guess today's a silver day. Not much time to do anything really else. In here for an hour and a half. How's this tent? I wish I could clean it up. No, that's not doing much. I appreciate that, Sam. Yeah, let me know, Sam. Okay, so for this tent, we got some stains from the wash. It doesn't look terrible, it just looks poorly painted at like some spots, right? So what I think I'm going to do is for the last thing today, we're not going to be able to get to all these little knickknacks. Looks like tofu. Yum, yum, yum. Channel programming is evil. There truly is. And the thing is, you only learn about that kind of stuff after you do stuff. You don't learn about it before. It's really sad. So I'm going to do some highlighting work with a wet paper towel and really brush down over everything. And I'm going to work my way up with some dirt. My mustache hair is digging in the inside of my nose and it's tickling way too much. All right. So take a good look at it. 3, 2, 1. And I want to get the bottoms to help whatever dirt I'm going to use to cover those stains. There we go. No brush strokes, because no brushes. Good, good. Yeah, that lore content is great. So I feel like anyone who loves Star Wars will love your lore because it's not just Star Wars, it's your take on Star Wars. Which I think that community needs that kind of creativity. With how much Disney is trying to shove Star Wars down everyone's throats at the moment. Or trying. There we go. Now it's really looking like tofu. my fingers to break up any brush strokes or vibes. Just blend best I can. There we go. Ooh, this is looking nicer. All right, let's get some dirt. I swear I'm looking through paint. I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, it's a black one. I found it. Brian Dixon. What am I doing now? What's up, Brian? I'm doing some camping stuff, you know. Got a camping wagon. I got my leaves, little tent. Got my barrel. I got my tarp tent. And I got a lot of knickknacks on the side that I have to get to, but I'm not going to get to today. Yeah, editing like massive trilogies that you just want in a single movie is a lot of fun. Super satisfying, especially when the file doesn't get corrupted or lost and stuff like that. Not better. So I'm gonna put a monster brown. It's a nice light brown around the edging and kind of amplify the shadows. And then I'm gonna put some army green and wet mud effect at the bottom. And then we're going to call it a day, guys. Alright, so monster brown, just lightly. Try to blend in. How have you been, Brian? If you're still here. It's been a minute. James, what's up, buddy? James, are you part of the Discord? If you're not, I highly recommend it. Okay, so you can see a difference from this side where I put the brown on versus the side that doesn't have that brown yet. Just feels like a little used. All the cool kids are in the Discord. I'm just saying, James. Oh snap! James is going to start his homebrew campaign this month. That's super exciting.
Excuse me.
Cats are way too curious. Yeah, I only say the I only keep recommending the Discord because the notification system for when I go live or a new video drops or whatever on the Discord is far more reliable than YouTube. And that way you can choose to stop by or not a little bit more actively. Because I know some people just accidentally stumble on like, oh shoot, you're live? I didn't get a notification. There we go. Yeah, because YouTube's only going to recommend notifications to you if you're actively watching everything I'm making all the time. And we all know that's not true. You guys got busy lives doing whatever you want. We are the coolest kids. All right. I feel good about that. It's a nice even coat now. It looks like a nice worn tan tarp. I'm really happy with that. Alright, so let's add some not shaken green. My bad. Mix that up. It's nice and sloppy now, which is going to be kind of perfect. We'll put that around a lot of the tears. And I'm going to use the paper towel to pull it off. There we go. Feels a little too much like wash at the moment. Well, that's good to know that when I set it to up and coming, you guys do see it. That makes me feel good. Oh, feels great. You guys see my content pop up on the feed. I feel like a YouTuber now. Sick. Green is super subtle, and that's the way I like it. Last and final touch for the tent, everybody. And we might put a little bit of this on the... what am I thinking of? The wheels for the wagon. Those are the words. That's English. I swear I have a degree. Okay. So I mixed up the mud. So this is going to dry as an effect. It's wet mud. It's a really good look. I have a few mud golems that are covered in this. It's great. So putting this around the bottom or some of the cracks is really going to make it look like it's really used. With my finger. There we go, just around the bottom. No, not up here. This is where all the mud would build up from winds and stuff. Now you have a nice gradient of colors in different spots. Hi, Luna. Just put it over the back like so. Go up a little bit. Just wipe it away with my finger. Double down on the bottom edge. Gradient. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, this is looking great. Never doubt the power of fingers. Yeah, the mud's gonna have some shine to it. I'm hoping not too much on the parts where I really brushed it with my finger. But where it piles up, I'm expecting some nice mud look. And the beauty about mud, it's terrain diverse. Meaning it can be in the grasslands, the snow, the desert. Make up where mud comes from all the time. Oh, in the desert, it'll just pop and look really sexy. I am wrapping up. That's right, I have a 10-minute outro, guys. Remember that. When I say I'm wrapping up, that's like wind down time. That's like another episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Cool. This is nice. We got the mud at the bottom. We got the tan at the top. We have some brown hidden places. We have the green on the scrapes. This is a very nice looking mini right now. I'm very happy with it. Man, I'm so good. Alright, let's put some mud on these wheels. And that'll be the last thing we do. Don't want to get the center, just want to get the outer spots of the spokes. There we go. So if I hold this right here, that's the before, after. inside of the wheels. So cover the inside. So no one cleans that. Probably just do a lot of mud scattered on underneath. No one's back then cleaning the underbelly. We don't got hoses. Use up all that paint. Muddy boots and all. There we go. Man, the wagon looks really cool. We got the tent. Getting pretty far. I think on the next stream we will cover a few new items in the camping set. You know, we got a weapons rack, some chests, some bedrolls. The bedrolls are a very colorful thing that we can work on. And they're...
You just have to say hi to the stream today.
Oh my!
Woke up. Are you getting camera shy?
Big boy, are you camera shy right now?
He's very overwhelmed.
Yeah. Oops, sorry. Big boy. Snape's been sleeping in the bed all morning. He hasn't even had breakfast yet. And we woke up like 5 hours ago. So yeah. I like what this camp set's turning into. It's very colorful, very cute. I'm excited. The wagon's good enough to be on camera now. I think there's some spots that I can work on over time, but for now, it's good enough to be on camera. So when there's an opportunity in Dante's Peak for that wagon to show up, you're going to expect it to show up. Same thing with the tents and stuff. Let's see. Is there anything? My hope is that so we have episode 18 of Curse of Amity Island done and ready. Episode 19, nearly there, guys, nearly there. And then the uncut for the next session is ready to go. I feel like I'll be ready to export episode 19 by end of week. And I think I can release the uncut. Don't quote me. You know what? Either this weekend or next. I think that's extremely doable. And the day after the uncut drops, episode 18, and the day after that, episode 19. Just a nice big 3-day bundle. And then I'll work on the last session. While also prepping the one-shots and getting them ready to go. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a good, a nice hour and a half. I gotta get to work. We're gonna go for a walk and enjoy the bright sunny day. If you guys want to hang out, we have the Discord. And I'll see you guys soon. I should be able to stream next week. Heck, I might be able to stream this weekend. Maybe. We're playing on Saturday. and I'm recording an interview on Sunday. So Allie says I won't have the energy to stream this weekend. I'm going to listen to her.
Maybe next weekend, but I have to look at the calendar. I think
No, we're pretty booked for the rest of this month. It's a lot of Dante's Peak stuff.
just Tuesday.
Just Tuesdays for this month. That makes sense. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you check out the Discord. And if you want to send me more minis, I will make sure there are more things to send me on the Amazon wish list. Everything should be linked down below. I appreciate you guys so much. You have a wonderful rest of your day, afternoon, evening, and of course, cannot forget, in case I don't see ya, good night.
Good night. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. Good night.
Good afternoon.
Good evening. Good night.
Good morning.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good night. In case I don't see ya.
See ya. See ya. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Good night.
Good morning.
See ya.
Good morning.
Good night. In case I don't see ya.
See ya. See ya. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Good night.
Good morning.
Good night.
Good morning.
Good night. In case I don't see ya.
See ya. See ya. Good afternoon.
Good evening. Good night.
Good morning.
Good see ya.
Good morning.
Good night. In case I don't see ya.
See ya.